we just have a new URL set up for our. Oh,
What does
okay,
that
never
mean?
mind. That's all good. We're all set. We're streaming now, bro. Do everything.
It's going. Am I on? Am I on? Take two.
Uh, I love it. So we are here with Creative Coffee. Our Creative
Coffee. I
Coffee.
don't have a coffee, man.
Oh, I just finished mine.
Okay. So why do you want to name a creative coffee today? Where is that coming from?
So I think it's from the thing that you sent about strike.
Okay.
So
Can you
what do you
unpack
feel?
more?
Yeah, I think that strike can be a really creative integration mechanism for Strike Black with what Jack Mahler is creating there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was looking
What do
at
you
it and
feel? What do you see? Yeah. What do you see? I'm curious how to implement. What is there like? How?
well, I think that there's a key component of like it's he's used a lot of his already existing like ecosystem and infrastructure, and so there's a way to create from that. And I mean, I need to get a little bit deeper into the weeds of it and why it's so important uh, to understand how we can integrate it. And it would be
Mhm.
really, I think that it'd be really good because, for example, like even that youth leadership festival that I'm advising for in
Right.
Portland.
Right. No.
Perhaps there's a way that we can integrate payment mechanism for purchasing the tickets. Uh, and so, especially because we want to invite
Yeah. Cool.
some people that are speaking from the community, and maybe we can actually even invite Jack Mahler. That'd be cool, actually, to maybe have him as a speaker.
That's a good one, man. Like youth, he can speak to the youth. You know.
Ooh, I think we just this is why we needed this creative coffee. That's exactly what I needed.
So this is the that's what happens.
That's exactly what I needed. I needed to talk about that because he can really communicate effectively to the youth with a
Yeah.
positive
Yeah.
tonality, and then educate them in an effective way to make it really simple so that they can understand the definition of how
Yeah.
to cultivate a meaningful message around what they really love to do. And because he's such
Yeah.
a builder, he can answer a lot of technical questions, but a lot of creative
Right.
questions.
That's a good point.
What I find is with the builders, like and maybe because I'm experiencing this, is that you need to understand parts of the technical side, right? Because you're spending a lot of time behind the scenes as well. Um, I mean, look at what we're doing. We're doing a lot of things behind the scenes, although now we're starting to stream our process live. Um, yeah, just a thought.
All good? Am I here?
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
here. I
know.
hear
Do you
you.
hear me? Okay, okay. Yeah, bro. That's cool that you see that immediately going there. I love it. Perfect. That's good growth land, you know, like we can learn a lot.
Which part?
Like how to utilize Bitcoin, how to bring it to events, how to bring it to reality, how to introduce people, how to welcome, how to onboard the rest of the humanity on Bitcoin, pretty much. Those who
Well,
are ready, those who wants to come. Huh?
and that's the thing is even for the events, right? It's about educating the importance of the monetary policy. It's like there's an
Yeah,
awareness, there's a growth part of like community, and then there's how do you take initiative, right?
Yeah.
And I think that, like I said, that the Bitcoin community is the vehicle. Bitcoin
Yeah.
is the vehicle.
Yeah.
And I think that like so many people they wanna follow their dreams, but they don't necessarily know how to. And I think that Bitcoin gives that freedom of allowing people to do what they love to do by adding value and then being able to receive. This is my
Yeah.
perspective, of course.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful that you see and you speak about it as a vehicle again. It's an interesting perspective because like in vehicle we need all parts. We need a lot of parts. We need tires, we need engine, we need frame. You know, like I'm building rockets now, so I need to understand a lot about the structure of how structures in some different ways. Yeah.
What about the structure of the Pink Fest? Like what's that look like for you?
So it's open, is word by mouth. There is no tickets. It's value for value kind of principle by default. I don't know about any Bitcoiners in that community or tribe or family. Uh, as far like so, I'm invited Sarah yesterday, and I'm invited what's his name, Vincenzo. So and it's a lot of matching, like when that kind of is magically people are showing up, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do so. It's co-creation, collaboration, everyone is a part. So if nothing happens, nobody builds anything, then nothing happens. If nobody performs, nothing happens. So it calls out expression, and this the space, respectful space to express and be vulnerable. Maybe share the lyrics, maybe make a DJ session, maybe like play live for 4 days or something like that. So
I love
it's contribution based co-creation. It's very in alignment with Burning Man principles. Just Burning Man, there is tickets where we all pay. So this one, I feel it's even more grounded. It's more closer to truth, what I want to live, like where I don't need that stuff. I give it to you, like sharing and listening and paying attention, what, like playing life together as a flock of the birds.
Mhm.
Yeah. I went on some rant here about what it is,
No, you're
how I
good.
see.
I think it's good. I think that it comes from your heart, so it's not really a rant.
Yeah. Yeah, and like as soon as I heard about it, I was like, okay, I need to be there. This is another mantra of my life where I practicing. If it's not a fuck yes, it's a no.
It's a fuck
And
no.
it became very easy not to navigate in life, like King's Bull. Fuck yes, let's go. Whatever it takes. I don't need to figure it out. The things unfolding on the way, and I didn't even knew in the beginning. I had some suspicious ideas as soon as I heard about Pinkfest that we need a rocket over there. But now when I came to Madeira, I was also talking to a lot of people about rocket and showing what we build in Amber Rocket, and people ignite a lot of passion in me through listening, through being there and curious and hearing what I'm doing. And then I was in that kind of sense, I became more empowered, encouraged to step into that. Like it sounds like fuck yeah, like it's cool, I need to build a rocket here. How do I do it? Oh, okay, I don't need to know how, like maybe pick up the phone, whatever I feel, to tell someone about the rocket. I And people joining, and it becomes this, that kind of ignition, keep the trigger came kind of feels from me. But what I learning that I shared to the owners of the land, I shared about this maybe we need a rocket over there, like very soft, just like a little cautious kind of. It's a big project, and it's a weird one in some ways. And a few days, or a few weeks later, one of the owners was like, maybe we need a rocket over there, and that was my trigger activation. Then I start like telling everyone I'm building a pink rocket, and yeah, let's see. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna have a DJ station in there. I'm not sure yet about the rocket, like a chimney, the system where you burn fire. You can bake. So you would have opportunity to fry, or like we would have opportunity to fry pizza, to bake pizza, and then the sitting area would be warm. So you sit in the evening, you eat pizza in the middle of nowhere on the top of the mountain. The sky full of stars. The DJ is playing in the rocket. You can climb in a cockpit, control the lights. There is a VJ station, DJ station. Yeah, lights. People comes already with lights. So there is the person that's gonna put the lights on, like DJ systems, and like help to build. Yeah,
I
that's
love
how
it.
it goes.
I think that that your creativity is so profound. You've always had such beautiful creativity because it's so. I think that more people need to know about Pink Fest.
I think the right people need to know about Pink Fest.
That's what I mean.
I'm very selective. Let's put it that way. Who I invite, because it's a wonderful space. We meet and we play and we express, and so I want to have people that I feel safe with, and of course, like it's I cannot choose everything, but I feel responsible on like being like a gatekeeper, who I'm opening doors to.
I think you've always been like that, my bro. You're just kind of. I think. Well, I mean, I can speak for myself. I told you, right? Like so many times, you're always like you step up in meaningful ways. So I appreciate you and the way you are, man. It's a beautiful process, beautiful brotherhood, and I'm just grateful
I'm happy
because
to hear that you know who I am, because I haven't figured that out yet. Like it's an interesting one to be with. It's always like it's so much in the unknown in my life. I like building rockets, man, in Portugal now. What the fuck? How did that happen? How did I ended up here talking too much? Okay, now accountability. Now walk the talk situation.
I think
So
that
yeah,
and I think that when you talk about building rockets, I really like from my perspective, anyways, the rockets is like building people, building people up
yeah,
as rockets, right? And I think that that's always been your gift in the way that I see things. You're capable of really helping people see their own wisdom so that they can see the beauty of themselves within you, right? Because I think that
right.
most people uh, they see the shit in life. They don't see the brilliance in life, and it's really beautiful to observe you with people because you allow them to really unfold and shine.
Yeah,
Versus holding themselves back or in the mind. You give them a perspective of truth that they've never seen before in themselves because they haven't felt safe within themselves. And so
yeah,
I believe that each person we meet is a rocket, one goal at a time. And, you know, you're building rockets, you're building people up, bro.
yeah. Like it's so interesting how everything, um, how that attracts people, energy, resources. it's so inspiring, man. I sent it today to my friend in Lithuania. I told him, I'm like, listen, if somebody will ask what I do in Portugal, you can very, very how did I translate that? You can pretty much you can say that I'm building rockets and whatever how it's gonna be taken. But yeah, but that's what I do now. Yeah, and it's inspiring to see how many people are want to help and build, and that's what I feel the Bitcoin gave me, to start looking in other direction, in rather than how, like I kind of, it comes what can I do what can I do next. Okay, so I was a lot in my head thinking about building the rocket, talking about it but not doing anything about it, kind of. So then I was like, okay, I need to do something. My hands are itchy. So I found this piece of log from the core coke, and I started crafting the rocket. And it's becoming, I'm peeling the peeling the wood and discovering the rocket over there. That gives energy. That gives me, that's my proof of work. That's my value for value. So I didn't know what I'm gonna do with the rocket, but I felt like I need to do it. So I started just making it, and I was thinking I'm gonna bring it to Bitcoin Prague and sell it in auction. I think like people like rocket is cool. It's a cool stuff. It's a rocket
You're going
science,
to
man.
Bitcoin Prague?
So
You're going to Bitcoin Prague?
I want to. Yeah, it's one. Oh, it's on my map, on my
When is
time.
it?
I don't remember now. I don't know the
Uh-huh.
dates. Maybe I didn't know the dates, but I feel like I'm going there. I think it's somewhere in May, June. So it's on the way. I know, maybe June. Yeah, June could be. But yeah, where was I? Building rockets. And Bitcoin gave me this stability, and my energy is not depleting. Financial energy is not depleting. It's what I have is what I have. Whatever the fluctuations, the to other currencies, I don't care anymore. I have what I have, and I feel safe. I cannot touch it. I cannot put it on. But I feel safe, and I feel safe long term. So I I I I think hundreds years ahead. It allows me to think fearlessly, to dream big, not to rush anywhere, because my energy is not leaking like in fiat system. My energy inflating would be. So it grounded me, the Bitcoin discovery, into yeah, figuring it out what I want to do with my life. I have hands, I have a lot of skills, I have a lot of passions, interests that I've been forgotten. And now with finding Bitcoin community, I feel also I reached another self-expression, confidence, humbleness levels, where I know almost what I understood, if from the mind, that I am wanted to be only me and nobody else. Like it's demand. It's like, no, just be yourself. That's it. Like, you just want to be, just be. You want to be a rocket man, you fucking the rocket man. You build whatever. It's kind of, and then through that connecting to rocket, and it leads to all many other different kind of projects and co-creations and collaborations, like with you, with Sarah. Yesterday we started the brand Lady B, and yeah, it's just fun playing.
Why do you think, bro? Like the other day, I wrote the obsession of a goal is to. I shared it. I didn't write it. The obsession of a goal is to be a kid at scale for life.
Yeah, healthy adulthood.
Yeah. And I think there's so much magic in that, right? Like allowing yourself to fully be in a state of deep uh trust, because for a long time our predecessors or our parents or our parents' parents or the governments prior to us, they're borrowing from the future, putting themselves in debt or a deficit, and we're born with these thought
Burden.
processes and this burden of some sort of a limitation. And I find that immediately as a child you're already told, not on purpose, but I do believe it's on purpose. Um, but we've just allowed ourselves to continue to kind of pass that information on. Anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is there's an element that takes away a person's freedom right from the moment they're born based off of the current system if they're not really listening to their truth, their internal space. They're listening to the outside noise versus the soundness of inside of them. Most people, I find, are jumping into that race, that rat race.
Yeah, I think the financial stress puts people a lot in their heads.
Yeah.
So there's to reach calmness and worry at the same time about feeding the family and barely making scraping by every month by month, making more, fighting for more money, finally getting the raise, and then like, oh, everything already is much more expensive than it was a month ago, like inflating continuously the raise. So the people are trapped in the rat race.
Right.
And to reach the calm state, I see myself living in a very privileged position, because I can, and I honor and I take it with respect, and like, to have the ability to live somewhere in the mountains, in the nature, drink spring water, cook my own bread, play piano, build rockets, play with nature, create, discover cork. That's a cool place to be. Where I was going with this, whatever. It's a cool place to be. Really. So 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 that was open for me just because of Bitcoin, not any other shitcoin. I tried a lot. I played as investor, as trader for yeah, 10 or 15 years, somewhere there.
And you also, I mean, maybe it'd be nice for anybody if they're listening to find out a little bit about your business background, because you also had some pretty amazing businesses. Serial entrepreneur. You've done a lot
Mm.
of like the traditional stuff that many people in the world have thought was the way. Maybe you can just quickly, like, I'd love to hear a little bit more in depth if you're open to it.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm open to share yet. So I don't know how deep I want to go into that about
Yeah,
what I
or don't.
do, because
No, no,
what
no, really.
the reason, right? Like, so okay. The thing that came to share, it was to that. Yes, I still am, and I was how did you call it, and multi-entrepreneur somehow, like
Serial.
serial. Yes, I don't know where the serial starts, but I feel like, yeah, somewhere there. And one moment it just became clear during meditation. It just became clear: leave the company. And that was strange for me, kind of unexpected as well. So what I do next, I call my colleagues and I have a dinner with them the same day, and I tell them that I leave my company. And it was such a calmness, such a peace state, because I was running, bro. And I'm not gonna kid you saying that at least 3 out of 7 days I was driving my car 200 kilometers an hour. I would be a speed machine, man. I was like insanely productive, insanely like pulling people together, businesses together, doing all kind of, yeah, trying to figure it out, like learn. I feel I was on the learning journey a lot, and still I am. But then it comes to entrepreneurial side. And then I went on after I left the company. I'm making a bit story short because I would like, I don't know, like, as I said, what I want to share, publicly. But I went on spiritual journey after that company. I lose part of the people in my life with the company because it was just a lot of turbulence, a lot of, yeah, negativity, draining, stealing. Like it became ugly at some point. And that was very painful for me. Like my heart broke because I was doing it from love. I didn't chase money fundamentally. I was just creating and having a good time. And with the great power comes great responsibility. I became CEO and I was working and yeah, I worked at all the levels in the company. And my favorite actually part is the floor sweeping and making clean and putting things in places. I would go to the projects. It was a construction company. So I would go in the projects and clean and take care of the garbage and make it nice and organize it. And then I went on a spiritual journey after. I want to somehow wrap that. I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 years, whatever time is. That's where we met. We met before. I don't know if I was aware about Bitcoin yet at that time. But yeah, self-exploration, self-discovery, deep. I faced fears. I faced on demons, whatever was there. Psychedelics, opening up mind, exploring, breaking out of those rites of, like, through the rites of passages, because like leaving the company was the rites of passage. Stepping in a Bitcoin is another rites of passage. Is creating that safety feeling for myself, because I need to trust the system. Like, basically, that's what it is. Like, because I cannot take it, I cannot put it on the ground, I cannot feed my family with it. So it's a it's a complete, integrity game. And I like that. This is my values. I have another very simple mantra. If I need to sign a contract, I'm not interested to work with you anymore, Handshake, integrity. That's it. That's my standard. So I don't know if I answered your question a little bit about background and what I do, but yeah, I'm still involved in business in Sweden. I claimed my my created occupation, which I call visionary counselor, and so it's on my terms, there's no expectations. I can fully play myself. I can be as much as I want and contribute to the company the way I want. So I I stated to everyone that I talked to only 3 people in the company. This is 2 my co-owners and the hired CEO, my good friend. So he, all of them knows that I talk only to them, and I talk mostly about what Bitcoin, rockets, but that energy is needed. So I serve in some purpose, energetically listening, as you say. I started today with a friend. Moon complaint line. So I'm going to share at some point a calendar where I will invite people to call and complain if they feel it could be about Bitcoin. I would love to hear people complaining about Bitcoin, about the system, whatever it needs to like ventilation. Again, listening it out, burping it out. And it's value for value. So I'm also practicing value for value. And if I don't add value, I don't I haven't deserved anything back. Thank you. It's all good. Like fuck it. Let's go. How can I contribute? Yeah.
I love it. And you're also visionary counselor for this amazing company that I heard of called Kingsbull.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. So I went to Atlantis with my old old dear brother. Old, I don't know why I want to call him old, but we went to Atlantis and we explored, rediscovered, remembered ourselves, played a lot of met a lot of cool beings, and my friend got very inspired by lessons he learned over there, by memories, by the magic, by meeting people, other Atlanteans, plebeians Atlanteans, and on the flight back, we were sitting in the airplane, all happy, in love with a beautiful love creation energy, dreaming big, staring in a la la land kind of. There's no judgments, there is no limitations. I think it's in some businesses it's called Disneyland room. So be in that room with him and flying in the airplanes in another kind of rocket, and he discovered that some people in Atlantis start remembering him as a king's bull, and he shared that to me at some point. I was like, wow, interesting. King's Bull. What is this? What is this character here? I'm curious to meet it. The King's Bull. I wanna know more about it. So yeah, we were chatting a lot and having a good time, laughing and meeting other people and purple pilling and orange pilling each other and just like doing the magic where we go. And then at some point he in the airplane, he was sitting and thinking. I saw he's thinking. I don't know if he was thinking, but it looked like thinking. Maybe he was in the heart more. Yeah, I think he was more in the heart. And he was like, Sigis, I'm doing the King's Bull. That's it. I'm doing the organization called Kim's Organism, I guess. It's our organization, whatever. It's a King's Bull. I was like, whoa, tell me more. And I see that, it's going there, and it's going doing this thing. It's all the values, it's principles, it's just like alignment. It's all in passion, excited. It's like seeing through the veil, seeing behind the matrix, like breaking out of new realities. Like, let's go. This is the vehicle, he says. Like, this is the vehicle. And he points this. Like, you're hired as a visionary counselor in a King's Bull. And I'm like, fuck yeah, sounds like King's Bull needs one for sure. So it's a fuck yes moment. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. What a great story. It's such a beautiful sum of our experience. It really is. And I think that every time it's so beautiful to see how we're able to mirror back each other's spirit, brother. And I think this is, my friend, like what so is so beautiful about the community is that everybody is really willing to think big and come together. And I
And
mentioned to you the
doers.
vehicle, the importance of the vehicle, and I think that Bitcoin as a vehicle is for everybody's ability to create, everybody's freedom to really pursue. But to understand Bitcoin, you really need to understand money. And to understand money, um,
Yeah.
I think that it's important to understand yourself. And so, it's interesting because throughout life, most people, they just accept things that are around them and they say, oh, like that's just the way things have been. And I remember as a young boy, my question was never like, this is how the things always are. My question was like, who the fuck am I? And why do I exist? Since I was a young boy. And so I would question everything and I would question all these like perspectives. And I identified and I really recognized the importance of principles the deeper I went.
Mm,
And how important, you've heard me say before, the principles that guide us will be the ones that define us. And
mm, yeah.
I found the deeper I went inside of myself, the more it carried me around the world to different cultures and ethnicities and belief
Mm,
systems
mm,
and experiences and learnings and spending time with people and getting curious and all these things.
yeah.
And as much as the collectiveness was, and the relationships were built, what I noticed and what I struggled with most was finding the vehicle, because everything was based off of just the fiat currency, which has been manipulated for such a long period of time. And I saw that, and I found, finally, you saw me at the event. It was like I was front row, fucking taking notes, learning and listening.
Yours. Like we have this saying in Lithuania, white crow. Crow? The bird, you know?
Yeah.
So you were like this curious white crow sucking the information. Is just like it was so beautiful to see. I was telling to someone, I was like, somebody asked where is Eric? I was like, without knowing that you are in the arena, he must be there sitting and just in front line. He has his seat already. He claimed it. And then I go in filming and I see you sitting there. Yeah, good student. It's like he's doing the work. He's going through the doors. He's in the fucking trenches, you know. Yeah, and that was so beautiful to, again, like I admire, you know, like because I feel also seen by that.
Mm.
Like it's like fuck yeah, he's curious, it's nice, it's going for it, it's getting it, it's going, you know, like it's a beautiful moment to witness and share it together.
I think that's the thing, is like the way that we do one thing is the way that we do everything. Is, to me, that's the meaning of integrity. And if you show up
Operating
and,
from principles.
yeah, if you create from that place, and that was where I saw the alignment, right? Where I started to learn more and I started to understand. Because although it is interesting, because like you think of this economy and the ecosystem and the bullshit stories that has been manipulated for such a long time, and you go deep inside and you see how things are such an illusion, and you're like, oh my god, I'm going to build something
um,
better, I'm going to build something better, and then you realize, hold
yeah.
on a second, there's great people that are around you that are also building. And by getting curious about what they're doing, you can start to bring your unique energy to the space to then grow
Oh
together. And so I think that
yeah.
for most people in the world, they forget that, we really are all interconnected, and that we can actually learn so much from each other. and that your ideas are not really your ideas, they're a collective ideas of people's abilities and passions of coming together and be the different kind of um, part of the hive. And so it's like when I look at a beehive, right? Everybody has kind of their role, their responsibility, and but it creates the whole hive and makes it really successful. And what I found was that the community was living by these standard of principles of saying, like I'm gonna fully step into, and I believe that this happens before we even come to this planet. Like our nature, our inherent nature, our like passions or our things that we love to do, it's already ingrained within us. We just have to decide, or we have to remember them or find them or discover them. And it's
Like
like
allow it to happen.
right. And it's like Bitcoin wasn't invented, it was discovered, right? And the
Right.
discovery
That's
of
how
it,
I see. I think that.
and that's the thing is like when you discover yourself, when you discover your capacity, you start to really then realize that, wow, these people are within the community are really doing this for something that's so much greater than themselves for a future generation. And that's what I've been talking about for like 7 years, bro. You know what I mean? And now it's like, wow, this vehicle is showed up at a moment where I literally was angry or upset, and you called me and you're like, bro, you need to come, and it just everything came at the right time, because I really do feel like I found for myself, anyways. um I was investing all this fiat money into something that I believed in, something that I believe in, something I continue to move forward with. And
Mm.
people thought I was nuts. And people thought I was crazy. People thought I was like,
Yeah.
wow, this guy is really, dedicated, devoted to something that only, and I felt for a long time that I was the only one that saw it. And then when I found so many people, I was just like, wow, I feel home. I feel like I'm part
Yeah. Yeah.
of a bigger plan.
And that's the rites of passage you were going through, and I'm still going, and like we all always I think do, but that if to put the thing on it, I see that it as a rites of passage.
The tunnel.
Yeah, like stepping in the new reality, allowing the mind to think differently as well, not out of stress, not out of fear, recalibrating the values, landing. Yeah, cool, man. We haven't shared this to anyone yet, so we have not invited people. How do you feel
No.
about opening doors?
Yeah, we can
It's
open the
office
doors.
hours.
I
It's
have another
it's
call.
office
I have
hours.
another. Yeah, we have the office hours now. But I have a call in 12 minutes. So I just thought it would be fun to like have this anyways, this creative expression. But yeah, we should have opened up the link earlier. I wasn't thinking.
Cool. Have you managed to make it to Zapstream? So
Yeah, it's on
that was the
Zapstream.
point. Interesting.
Oh
How
wait,
is it working?
hold on a second. Eric, I'm sick. Had to come back to Buenos Aires as my liver is failing and I may need to be hospitalized. I can do a call, but I'm not in the right moment to think much. Uh,
Mm.
hmm. Do you want to do a call? Do you need?
I love that you go straight to the point. Do you want to do the call? Yeah, that's beautiful. Because like your principle, I know it's like if you want it, everything is possible.
I'm gonna see if she wants to jump on this call.
Okay, nice.
If she wants to, but if not, then
maybe you can put an Atlantis chat.
Yeah, first I'm gonna see because I have her in 10 minutes, and if she wants to, then
right. Okay.
But then if not, then we'll do whatever. We'll keep it going. See why. Facebook said that I showed nudity in this video, so they turned off this video.
Which one?
This one. The nudity of the picture.
Oh, really? Maybe my legs.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. That's a beautiful example of censorship.
Right.
Like the machine decided that there is a nudity here going on. Yeah. And maybe, yeah, I'm not gonna go in conspiracies, wherever. But it's a beautiful example. It's a beautiful example why Noster only or exceptionally for me, and why Bitcoin. That's exactly the answer. Exactly, but that's the point.
It's so fascinating, bro. Like the fact that it's
like, bro, like what comes with AI is gonna be so Bitcoin is peer to peer. The fiat is gonna be peer AI peer, more and more and more and more.
Bro, I don't understand.
At least in the cities, I guess.
I don't understand how to do the Zapstream stuff. Like I'm looking on Primal.
Oh, we need support on Zapstream. How can we call that out?
Yeah, it doesn't really.
I was trying to find them on Noster, but I didn't found their contact.
I shared it to the Noster, but like it's not very. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what to do. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll figure it out, maybe. Yeah, at least from my perspective, it was very. So weird. I'm just trying to. Oh wait, and we also have it on. Men's workshop. I love it. I saw your picture in the group. Nice.
What did you do?
Nothing. I was just looking to see. But yeah, maybe. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna use the bathroom.
Okay. Then I'm gonna carve the rocket. No silence, because I don't know, sound on or sound off. Sound off. Could be bothering. Let's see. Mute.
I love it.
Oh, it's becoming so good now. I'm sanding it. It becomes like nice to touch. And it's super heavy. It's a real toy. It's a wooden toy. Goes to school. Noster rocket travels to school.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So, did you got the answer?
No, no response yet, but it's okay. I think so. I figured out the restream. Um, I figured out that uh, there were some things I wanted to talk to you about yesterday. I forgot about
Oh yeah, you had some cool stuff coming through
about
about the space. How we deal with this. What it is like
yeah,
having this boardroom, having
yeah, yeah,
community stuff.
yeah.
Like,
So I was thinking because it would be nice for us to. I imagine, right? Like, and because I'm having a lot of meetings and I'm meeting a lot of people from the community, what I think would be valuable is to have like a streaming going where we're able to always have conversations in about kind of like it's the office hours. So we're working on things, we're making things happen in the open environment, and as a result of by being in the open environment, we're then capable of sharing information and doing things that are happening um, on a technical level or an implementation level. Like, for example, right now, we need to get energy from like UAE, Oman, Saudi Arabia, things like this. And I have those contacts and meetings in place
mm,
to make all of that happen. So I'm meeting today some of the miners, but they don't know how to get there. So I have all the contacts to get to the people there, to the like the governments and
mm,
organizations and things like this. And like even the other day, Bram was sharing on Twitter. Um, he talked about what did he say? He said,
there is the ant walking on the phone. Maybe it will come on camera.
okay, maybe it wasn't him, maybe it was somebody else, but I can't find it. Somewhere to say how we should start like. Anyways, I don't know. I can't find it. But I was talking about. Oh yeah, there we go. So funny, Bitcoin game theory thought the next big enough serious adopter will win massively. The upside for the first mover from now on is infinitely greater than whoever follows him. Because buying increases price, more buying increases credibility, repeat. So MSTR on steroids. Any serious country can blow him right out of the fight for more Bitcoin, which BlackRock already joined. Think UAE, Oman, Qatar, typish countries. And guess what? Like that's the beauty of kind of the business model with King's Bull because I do see King's Bull not only being a venture capital fund, right? But also, well,
Mm,
Balance Media Ventures is the venture capital kind of like marketing part, that
mm,
arm of it. King's Bull is the energy part of the Bitcoin side, but what I really see is like having the VC and the fund. like the venture capital fund really connected to being able to invest in really meaningful projects, and Kingsbull Energy being the one that is mining the projects in Canada, in the UAE, in Saudi Arabia, Qatar,
Yeah.
and then from that place being able to utilize the energy of the grid to then bring things together from west to east, and then
Mm.
globally, of course. But as a result of having these funds, we could then start to invest into more projects around the world to not just mine Bitcoin, right? But also influence the network or people that want to really build ideas inside of the network and help them fund it, help them make it a reality, help them bring it to life. Because then we're getting the organizations existing, acquiring them to getting the balance of Bitcoin on the balance sheet. But then in addition, we're getting the VC side of it inside of how are we actually influencing new business ideas to making them real and getting them part of the Bitcoin community or the Bitcoin ecosystem. And so now it becomes an energy exchange where people are able and capable of following their heart's vision, but they're guided in a new ecosystem economy
Mm.
because of our awareness, knowledge, and funding. And because there's so many, um, I imagine because well, I've already had enough people like talking about a lot of the same things. But if we do this in an open way,
Mm.
which I believe that's the only way, but the conversation is happening in an
Well,
open way, then more people are gonna be like, oh, I was thinking of this, but they're doing this, and then we can say, oh, but they're doing this over there, so you don't need to think about it. You just need to attach your knowledge to what that project is already happening instead of
yeah.
competing with each other.
Yeah. So this open space brings awareness in some way, or so like.
Right.
Mm. Yeah, I think we're doing it. About the structure, organization, and stuff. Like I'm on it as long as it's in alignment with Bitcoin values, standards, way of being, integrity, transparency. So I think what we're doing now, being transparent and creating live on a spot, is one of the main Bitcoin principles, transparency. And where is the boundary of transparency? We need to figure it out, I guess, if there is such thing. But it depends what is our goal, right? Like, do we want to inspire people to learn and see the opportunities? I think like it's a beautiful goal, like to present opportunities, and that's it, and
Well,
go for ourselves.
yeah, well, that's the thing. I think it's not just about it's about just making it happen. And then if they see the opportunity within themselves, they know that uh, we can support and help them. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to sell or pitch anything here, like it's not my intention. Some good ideas, maybe some stuff I can, like,
But
and
that's not
and
the
my
thing.
my way.
The openness is not about the openness of what we're talking about here. It's actually not about. It's just about allowing people to come and communicate what their thoughts are, and then saying, okay, did you think about this, or this person's doing that, and it becomes a very kind of safe space. The
Yeah,
pitching
and I think it's a yes and situation. Because if I gonna have too many times to start explaining Bitcoin, I'm gonna become bored and I'm not gonna be interested in, because then we're not creating mainly, but like it can become some, like if it's something like this, I'm very, very easy to check out. So
Yeah,
like therefore what I'm saying, that is a yes and for spaces, different kind of spaces. And it's in some spaces I might not gonna be participating as my choice. And I think that's for everyone should be.
yeah. I mean, I think you get to be where you wish to be.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think you have to pursue whatever you feel pursuing. If you let's say you want to have a space, like as an example, you want to have a space where you open doors for everyone and you want to talk about web3 developments and all of that. I'm curious how much I'm curious over there, like
Well,
yeah.
I
And
think hearing what anybody is wanting to do is always a valued offer, because
yeah, yeah,
from my perspective, I don't know what I don't know, and to think that there's only one way is also realizing that
exactly.
there's a limitation there. And so
But that's
uh
also the choice, free choice.
yeah,
That's, for
that's
example, what I'm choosing for now. Like for me, that's why it's very easy to navigate in life. I'm talking, like I'm choosing Bitcoin. And for me, then somebody talks about any bullshit crypto project, another fucking token. I'm allergic to that. If people want to talk about taxes and paying taxes, how is that and how it works, like to start something like that, I'm not interested. I have no time for that. I'm building rockets. Like it's their homework. Is there, like if people come without prepared, like without done any homework, like it's for me, it's noise. I'm too focused on execution. I'm too focused on going forward. Rather, we're trying to onboard somebody who is not ready. I'm like, it's not my job completely. Like I'm just somehow, like I want to share this, that I'm gonna be very selective in time, because there is second best and it's time. So I value that, and my energy is very important to me. And yeah, so just saying.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like, how I really like listening to people, because I'm curious to know other people's thoughts, because I feel like there's a reason for everybody's energy in this world. And um, by being able to hear things that may be going on, like for example, I was watching Mark Manson's movie yesterday, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And by at the beginning of the
Um,
movie, I was like, who is this guy? What is he talking about? He makes no sense.
yeah, he's a good one. He's a good character.
And and then and it was beautiful, because it was like it was an opportunity for me to really listen, to pay attention to the thought process of his
Yeah,
story. But the thing is that so many of us, like, so even I even caught myself wanting to like shut it off and then saying, hold on a second, like you're listening for a reason, and there's a greater calling here.
yeah,
But by listening, I really understood the message that he was giving. By listening, it
yeah,
was like, okay,
yeah,
there's something deeper here that he's carrying us forward.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I find that if I shut off the noise, I'll never get to the sound. And
But was it
so,
the noise?
well, that's what the mind is trying to say. That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, but for
Is that
me, yeah, yeah.
so,
I on
hold
that
on, let me
side, I
finish.
understand.
Let me
Yeah,
hold on, let me finish.
yeah,
So when I'm having a conversation with people, and I hear the noise, or I can even see the noise, and I get curious about where this is coming from or the depth of the noise, and I ask more clarifying questions, because it's the quality of your questions that will determine the quality of your relationships, the quality of your results, the quality of your life. And what I find for myself, again, is that to cut through the noise, it's about getting curious about what's truly there and what's the
Yeah.
soundness of being what's actually being said. So
Yeah.
I do believe that everybody has that, but it's a matter of being curious, of questioning, uh, because
And it's time,
ultimately,
bro. Like, do you want to serve that purpose? You do. You know, like I don't anymore. It's very simple. And I really respect and admire, you know, what you're bringing, and that you want to be very inclusive. I really, really honor that. But I don't have energy for that anymore right now. I don't want to. You know, I have to want to. I done that for quite a few years. I was, you know, like orange pilling left and right, pushing energies, trying to like slap in the face, you know, wake up. There is a solution. There is a solution. And it's the same pattern repeating, where it's just there is no curiosity because of whatever reasons. And for me, yes, that's the gateway possibility to get curious myself, then to go deep with the person and understand, and like hear out why is this, and then like bring it slowly, point by point, why is like this, why you feel in stress, why you feel in lost and confusion. And then there is a breaking point again in the person when the person checks out. So like there is no point for me explaining again and again and again. And you know, like I see, okay, you're there, I leave it, I don't care. Like you're gonna come whenever you're ready to come on the Bitcoin, and you're gonna discover it on your time, on your terms. Is just it's farting in the universe. It's unnecessary stuff for my perspective, for my reality. If I do that, I'm not doing what I love doing. Let's put it that way, simple. And I want to do only what I love doing. Fuck it, let's go.
yeah, I don't think the message is only about Bitcoin. That's why I think that it's like it's not like
And it's
Bitcoin.
not, and it's not, and it's
It's
definitely not.
Bitcoin is a vehicle, right? It doesn't need to be about the conversation about Bitcoin all the time, right? It's about having an awareness of knowing that we're all energy. At least for myself,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
just listening to the
oh,
world from
bro,
whatever it comes.
100%. And I love the way you hold space for when we had a meeting yesterday. You know, like it's just like I feel safe. So it's super awesome, like the to be here and hang out with you. I really like it. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, we're all
Mm.
learning from each other, bro.
Um,
That's the way life.
yeah, you
That's the
know, like
best thing about life.
for me, it's all about the journey. It's all about the journey. Very simple as well. Yeah, I became allergic to tax, to shit coins, and just simply I don't need to revisit those for some time.
Mm.
Mainly, that's what I'm saying.
I love it.
Yeah. So how do you feel? There is no somebody coming in.
No,
You haven't
no,
heard
she's
the response.
not feeling well. She's not feeling well.
And how do you feel putting that in Atlantis, the link?
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, let's open it up. I'm happy. Energy, energy. Everything is energy, and everything is consciousness. So weird, so cool. Managed. I'm gonna check what's going on as well in this world. People.
You know what? I'm going
Yeah.
to
I'm sending. Which link I should share if I want to invite? Sarah, send a message.
send it to you.
If you put in Atlantis, then it should work. She's in the group.
I just dropped it in there.
Amazing. Send to her.
I would love to figure out how to get this thing going on Zapstream. I really don't get it, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Zap
it's
people, come
streaming,
in.
but it's not. I think that's the thing that I'd love to figure out is like to get it to stream on.
Was it the Riverside came from Zapstream? They directed you there.
No, I'm not. I'm not on Zap. I'm not doing Riverside anymore.
Yeah, but my question was, did the Zapstream was the or like the next stage that it put you in? It's a Riverside. So from the fundamental program, is it Zapstream or somebody else now?
No, it's Restream.
Restream. Yeah, okay. So we need to get on the Zapstream and then connect all the same networks into it.
No, that's not. No, it doesn't. That's not how it works. It goes to the from the
Okay.
Restream, the original site to Zapstream, and then from that
Okay, perfect.
Zapstream for me it like
Okay, that's good. That's perfect, bro. I didn't know that, so thanks for sharing that information.
Oh, here comes Sarah.
She comes? Yeah. Hello. The train has arrived. Sarah, we're recording and we streaming it live, so you know. Hey, friends. We are recording and streaming live, so you know. Don't know if they hear it. Cannot hear you. Rocket. Building rockets. Building rockets is good. I don't know. I don't hear you, but that's I feel you asking how to build the rocket.
If you turn it, if you turn it side, Sarah, on the bottom
Yeah.
left, there's something that you can unmute yourself.
Is it happening?
I can't see. They gotta hook up their audio. Yeah. Curious how this looks on Twitter right now. You should share this later on your Twitter.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know if I should. I am Nostr exclusive, so I don't want to put myself anymore into social
Then
medias.
share it on Nostr.
On Nostr, fuck yes. Maybe, but I cannot share it now, right? Or I
Yeah,
can.
you can share it.
How can I do it? Can you send me the link? Cannot hear you, Sarah. Sarah, no connection. No sound, baby.
So weird that the Zap stream doesn't pop up. I don't get it. Just don't get it. Settings. Yeah, it's just not. That stream is not really very helpful right now. I have to admit.
Okay, so there is needed more figuring it out there.
At least from my perspective, maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. But
They're trying again.
Even.
Hey, here we go.
Yes.
Here we go, go.
Woohoo!
You and Marina.
Yes, we're in the marina.
Hey, Vincenzo. What's up?
Yo, brother. How you doing?
Eric. Good, I'm doing good. Meet Eric, brother from another mother.
hello, Vincenzo.
Vincenzo.
Hello, Sarah. It's nice to meet you.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Nice.
Fine.
Good.
And you?
Amazing.
Yeah, we're streaming, having a conversations here, chatting, exploring life, creating, creating future for ourselves, for inspiring.
Good, man.
Being, just being, just being.
Oh.
Hey, just be. We have a just be in the house, Lady B. Here we go.
Lady B.
Fuck yeah, Lady
Yeah.
B.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Also in the army. Look at my army colors.
Oh yeah.
All
I
green
came prepared.
I came
prepared. I knew we're gonna fly.
Good, man.
So what are you gonna?
So,
You're gonna have lunch?
Another brother from another mother.
Another brother from another mother. Perfect.
Yeah. Hi. One moment, please. Sorry.
Okay. That's another brother from another mother?
Nice.
There's many mothers around, I see. Another
Yeah, we
mothers.
have a lot of brothers and a lot of mothers. Yeah. I'll give you a shout
How
out.
are you guys?
So guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, because I don't hear it very well then. I hear so much other. But how many times do you guys do this? Like these Zoom meetings?
Number 2. Oh,
Tonight?
the public we doing second time, and the privates we were doing, me and Eric, for since almost Atlantis. Every morning we meet and have a 1-2 hour very productive sessions.
Yeah.
And now we
Yeah.
started
So
streaming it.
yeah, okay, super. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep sending me the invites, because I love to be a part of it sometimes, if I may.
I like it. Yeah. So we have office hours. When it's open,
Yes.
it's open.
There's no like, yeah, okay, just when it feels like it's, yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
Let's put it that way. It's we exploring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
set up
Just
some-
explore it, see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric is want to say that we're gonna have a time
Yeah.
so you can join
Perfect.
more frequently. And I think it's good that we all know, when it's happening, so you can like plan your day around it a bit. Like
Yeah.
it's a 1 hour or 2 hour of
Yeah.
having a good chat.
Yeah.
Flowing
That's
in all
so
directions, being
important.
in Disney room, in Disney executive room.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it, because you guys are really inspiring to me, and I love that. Only with me, I try not to plan things, so sometimes I'm there, I'm flying everywhere.
Yeah. Do you want to share
But,
something about Lady B? What's going on? What's your process now?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on?
At the moment, I go through a lot, of course. I feel a lot. I feel like I have to give things a place. Yeah, but it's okay. I feel like everything, of course, happens for a reason, and we have to learn from it, or
Of course.
So it's okay. It's okay. I embrace it. Let's say it like that. I embrace everything, and I'm just flowing into things and accepting and feeling, go through my feelings. I don't push it away. I'm always someone who goes through it. I want to feel it, even though it's not always a nice feeling. But yeah, I embrace it because it's necessary for some reason. And I want to explore that. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's where I'm at the moment. And yeah.
I'm curious about, like you shared yesterday that you were working a lot in 20 years plus in fashion.
Yeah.
And I mentioned, Eric, okay, so like we have Sarah on board on the fashion.
Yes.
If you could unpack a little bit, present yourself. What is Lady B? How is
what does Lady
B? You want to share about? Well, yeah. What is the background a bit about yourself, if you want?
Yeah. It's funny because I had that conversation an hour ago with Vincenzo. That we. Yeah, it's funny.
Universe is asking you very clearly.
Yeah, it's funny. It was an hour ago. We were having coffee at Abigail's, and we were talking about we like to people who dress outside of the box, combine colors and fabrics and everything with each other, not the how most of the people are like. Yeah, how do you say? What did you say? Like neat or classy or simple or in the box. And we were like, yeah, because we were in army green and this, and then we love colors and we love, and he said, yeah, you also always doing it. I said, yeah, and you also. I love that when people create their own, and what you have. And then I mentioned you. I said, like Sigitos with his jacket. I love that, and he was like, yeah, yeah. That's so. And then he
Let's
said,
go.
yeah, because of he's Italian. And he said he has the Italian influence. And I said, and I worked a long time for Emporio Armani in Amsterdam in the PC Head Street, the famous fashion street. I dressed
Okay.
a lot of famous people from the Netherlands, but also from America, artists,
Okay.
actresses, those kind of things. I did a lot with that. I did it for a long time. Yeah. And it
Those
was
kind of
nice.
things.
And yeah, those kind of things. I loved it. Yeah. I love working
Oh, I
with
need to run.
people, you know, when people
Yeah.
leave happy, help them and help them also get out of that box. Like, try this, try this. And sometimes they were like, oh no. I said, just try it. If you don't like it, we can take it. And then when they had it on, they were like, oh yeah, this is really nice, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
help them
This is
to
the
step
thing.
over.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So cool.
Do you mind if I
We
ask
need
a
to
over that
feel it.
boundary.
We need to feel it
Yeah,
because otherwise it's heavy.
yeah,
We're like we're stuck in the head.
yeah,
So the feeling is the wearing,
yeah,
putting it on, and
yeah,
trying it out. Jumping in the only
yeah,
way to feel the
yeah.
ocean is to jump in the ocean.
Take that step. Take that step. Yeah. You can always go back, but people are afraid to take that step, to get out of their comfort zone, to get out of what they know. They are afraid to step into the unknown. And that's with everything in life. If it's with clothes, if it's with everything, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I help them
So what's
with
going
that.
on? Oh, we're getting
What's
some
going
calls
on?
coming in here, sir. What's going on now? Yeah, like it's a lot of happening, huh?
There's a lot of happening in me, and I'm trying to find my way. Like, which way do I have to go? Which way? I'm just letting it
Yeah.
happen. I don't want to force things, but I feel things are happening. I told you also, I feel big things are coming for me, and I just want to let it happen. That's why I'm a little bit laid back at the moment, creating space that what is how do you say, supposed to be, can be, you know, can reach me.
Yeah.
And I
So you just
feel
got
it,
you just want to be.
I just want to be, and I feel what's supposed to be is getting to me, you know?
Yeah. Love
Yeah,
it. Okay,
it's coming.
let's go. Let me see how's going on with my
Yeah.
phone. Okay. Perfect. I'm happy
So
to hear that.
yeah. And I have faith, even though I can be sometimes, you have your moments of when you feel pain or something. It's okay. I embrace it, but I have enormously or tremendously, I don't know how to say, faith.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me up always. My faith in the universe.
Yeah. I guess we were just talking about that some moments ago, exactly about faith, that we were just like following the feeling, going for it. We don't know where we
Yes.
go. And when we were talking about looking back in the past lives, how we would be like pushing stuff and pulling and kind of expecting and creating feelings and thoughts and emotions and negativity. And now it's on the other side.
Yeah.
There is no victim mentality anymore. It's good. It's healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eric, how are you? How what's up, Eric? How are you?
I have some questions.
Nice.
Yes, I have to.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I put my ear on my mic because then I hear you better, Eric.
Oh, am I really quiet when I speak?
Yes, but it can also be of the noises here. There are cars, there are people sitting and talking, so that's why.
So maybe I would suggest, I would love to know, maybe when you have time, we can sit down in a space of presence. And then in that space of presence, you can get clear on maybe some of the things with like that you are inspired when it comes to fashion and what you see yourself doing. Because maybe there's a way where fashion becomes part of your future. I don't know, you know, like it's
Mm-hmm.
all part of you know, I love to dress up. I think that
Yeah.
most people love to dress up
Mm-hmm.
that are wanting to express
Fundamentally,
themselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's have what you say when I'm alone or at home or in nature, that I can be more present and more in my feeling and with you guys. I think that's also better
Yeah.
because simultaneously, of course, I was already here, but I love that. So that's why I asked, when are you doing this again?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
Eric, do
like
you have any
we come
proposal?
tomorrow morning as
Yeah,
well. You know, it's
yeah,
fine. But
let's do
I'm
that.
just sharing. I'm just sharing that that uh, you know, thinking about like what you really specifically want to do, and then you know, for example, like I always wanted to have somebody make hats for me. Like I wanted to find a hat maker that can help with creating hats. And so maybe
Mhm.
that's something where you're doing something with regards to your brand with your, and you find, and we find somebody that can help you make your brand or your clothing, you know.
Mhm.
There's
Mhm.
always a
Yeah,
way to do things
yeah,
in a more growth oriented way rather than thinking we need to do it alone. And so
yeah.
I think that getting clear on that conversation and then figuring out how to make it happen
Mm,
happens by being in a state of presence and creativity.
yes, that's better. Let's do that. Tomorrow morning, what time did you had in mind?
Um,
Eric, do you have any? For me, it probably doesn't matter.
right now, probably around this time.
Yeah, this is
Which
perfect because
was,
then
I don't know.
what time was it now? Let me see.
Uh,
Probably like
yeah, we need to check.
earlier an hour or
So
earlier half an
two,
hour.
two,
Yeah.
2 o'clock, 2 o'clock on our time, Sarah. Like, or like, what would be like half an hour
Yes,
earlier
one
or
to
20
two
minutes
o'clock is
later?
perfect.
Yeah.
Like
Two
Portuguese,
o'clock
1 o'clock
sounds good.
is good for me. If it's good for you,
What?
that's like, because now it's here
2:30.
14:38 in
Yeah.
Portugal.
So 2 o'clock, because it'll be 8 o'clock at my, it'll be 8 a.m. here.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
So 2 o'clock Portuguese time then, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
Let's do that. And then I can also,
Cool.
yeah, that's good. More
Can
quiet,
you drop
Come
more.
in.
Can you drop your email in
Yes.
the group, and I'll add you to the invite that I
Yes.
sent to Sigitas?
Yes, I will.
Amazing.
We can also make a group with the three of us. I don't know what if you guys want that or
Yeah, yeah.
if it's
You mean the
yeah.
group? I don't think we need now. Huh?
No,
No.
just, yeah,
So
Okay.
many groups.
send
So
it
many
in.
groups.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Okay. I will send privately my email to Eric and then
Okay.
and to
Yeah, no
you,
problem.
Sigitas. Then you guys can
Much
send the
love.
invite for tomorrow.
Much love.
Much love.
Talk to you when I talk to you.
Till tomorrow.
Ciao.
Thank you, guys.
I almost left as well. I was about to push it. Leave.
I'm trying to. Oh God. Yeah. Bye
There is
bye.
no escape. There is no escape here. I'm trapped.
Ciao.
Ciao. All right.
Cool, bro.
So
I
they
think
both want to join to build the rocket to help to build the rocket.
good. I think
Yeah. What do you wanted to say? Check this time.
yeah, I think that it's time. I'm getting a little bit antsy.
Okay. Perfect.
But
Perfect.
I'll see you tomorrow, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
figure out ways that we can continue to grow. I gotta figure out strike and do some stuff for my for strike and get prepared for this next meeting I have with the miners.
Perfect, man.
Cool.
Much love and thank you for the session. It was fun. Let's do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Portuguese time. Let's go.
I sent you the invite already.
Thank you. Love you. It's so supportive. Really, really cool. Makes my life so much easier to tap in Google and just click one tick. It's easy. Thank you. Love you.
Love you. Big love.
Ciao. Ciao. Thanks for watching if somebody did.